Hi, I'm Carol Andrews for another episode of Southwest TV News. Here are some of the stories coming up on today's show. June 26th through the 29th will be a busy weekend in Swift Current as the city celebrates its Centennial Homecoming Weekend. The latest addition to the Elbow Community Park is a 30-foot peace tower designed and created by world-renowned artist Joe Fafard. Southwest Saskatchewan has a rich Metis history, and this diverse culture was celebrated during the Southwest Heritage Hoedown in Eastend. Thanks for joining us here today. The excitement is building for Swift Current Centennial Homecoming Weekend at the end of June. We bring you this update in today's top story. June 26th through the 29th will be a busy weekend in Swift Current as the city celebrates its Centennial Homecoming Weekend. To make the homecoming a reality, a number of local sponsors have come on board to host various events, from pancake breakfasts, a show and shine, to heritage and cultural pavilions. A once-in-a-lifetime event these businesses are happy to support.
Whether it's through corporate sponsorship or the 70 people that work with us and volunteering our time, we want to give back to the community that supports us. So we're proud to be a sponsor for this party in the park, I guess, family party in the park on Saturday, June 28th.
And we're just really excited to say we're local and we want to be part of something that is so huge for Swift Current. We also have a Dodge Viper, which should be there, which is very rare, you know, $140,000 car. So it should be lots of fun combining the new with all the classic old.
A busy weekend of activities as Swift Current welcomes past and current residents to mark the city's centennial, alongside the annual Frontier Days festivities.
Saturday will be a huge day, pancake breakfast, the parade, market square that we've never seen before, things happening in Memorial Park, a show and shine down in the 0 block of the Central Avenue. So there'll be all kinds of things to do downtown, but then there's also at the fairgrounds, and it's bigger and better than usual as well.
And you're reminded to register for the homecoming weekend on the City Centennial website, where you can also see a full list of activities for the weekend and other scheduled centennial celebrations throughout the year. Southwest TV News is hitting the road with our annual Summer Around the Southwest tour, covering a variety of exciting events across the region. The Southwest TV News Summer Around the Southwest tour is proudly brought to you by Innovation Credit Union. Imagine the possibilities. A new addition is in place at the Elbow Community Park, enhancing the overall peace and tranquility of the area. Back in May of 2012, 320 volunteers gathered to construct a community park in Elbow all in one day. Now, 2 years later, local residents and tourists are enjoying this outdoor area on a regular basis. The latest addition to the Elbow Community Park is a 30-foot peace tower designed and created by world-renowned artist Joe Fafard.
The idea came as a peace pole, of course, was the first symbol of peace is the dove. So I thought somehow I'd have to work a dove into the design of it. And of course, already it was a given that it was a pole. So I worked up a pole, but managed to design it so that in the pole there's cutouts and we can light up the inside at night so that there'll be some sort of lit doves flying into the sky. And in the daytime, we have this blue and cloud mixture with doves flying on it. And on the very top, we have an iron cast bird, crow, that is blue, but it has two functions, decorative as well as hopefully keeping other birds from coming and landing on it.
This striking monument was unveiled during a peace party in the park over the Victoria Day weekend. The event included a dedication to local veterans, live music, and the laying of peace pebbles at the base of the tower. The day also included a ceremonial blessing of the teepees, which are set up in the park each season, signifying the Aboriginal history in the Elbow area and coinciding with the overall theme of the park.
There seemed to be just a feeling that we live in this amazingly peaceful place, and we're so lucky that and blessed that it just seemed to be a way to help people appreciate it in just a quiet moment, and look to the sky at the blue and head for the lake and just know that this is really what peace is all about.
Over the past several years, fundraising efforts for the park came through the sale of stone plaques, sponsors, and community grants, with over $170,000 raised locally, with hopes to expand the park's decor in the future.
Our next project, we need a sun shelter, a picnic shelter. Some people call them gazebos, but that sort of thing here in the park, so that rain or shine, people can come and eat and enjoy and barbecue and so on. So anything that we have now, that's what we have to put it towards. And of course, if you look behind me and see this absolutely fabulous Peace Tower, that's a long-term 100-year investment.
The true sense of community pride and spirit which Elbow's mayor says shines through in the attendance at the event and on a daily basis for all who live in and visit this quaint community.
We've heard numerous people say that Elbow is a safe place. When you think of the harbor and the marina for storing their boats, when you think of the RCMP that's involved here, we have 3 churches that are in town. All of that symbolizing the love, the peace that surrounds Elbow. It is a wonderful community. It's wonderful to be part of, and to put it into words is actually hard, but to me it seems like you're coming home when you come to Elbow.
The community of Elbow is located approximately 2 hours from Swift Current, and during the peak summer season has a population of over 1,500. Métis culture was in the spotlight during a special event in Eastend. Our Southwest TV News crew was there, and we bring you all of the highlights. This Southwest TV News Summer Around the Southwest feature is proudly brought to you by Innovation Credit Union. Imagine the possibilities. Southwest Saskatchewan has a rich Métis history, and this diverse culture was celebrated during the Southwest Heritage Hoedown in Eastend. Local residents and guests from across the province gathered at the Memorial Hall for an evening of traditional music and dance. Following days of workshops across the region, students took to the dance floor to showcase their talents through a variety of jigs. And from the smiling faces, it was an experience enjoyed by all.
There's one called a broom dance, which is actually with a broom. It's kind of hard. You have to skip over the broom. It's like the broom is telling the story with you.
It really inspired me when the guy was telling stories about dancing and how Métis dance, and they did it just for fun. And I've been dancing since I was 3 years old, and it feels like me. I can't explain it, but I love to dance. I just light up when I get to do it.
The Hoedown was also an opportunity to share stories of the Métis culture. Cecile Blank is a Métis elder born and raised in Lac-Pelche, and the 2014 recipient of the Order of the Métis Nation of Canada. Blank says events such as this are important to keeping the stories and the culture alive for future generations.
And the jigging and the fiddling, that's such a big part of us and has been all of my life. And I tell people that I heard the music before I was ever born. My mother was a beautiful jigger, and I'm sure she jigged even while she was carrying me. So I've heard this and seen it and appreciated all my life. So when I hear the fiddle and I see the jigging, it just really stirs me inside.
While for others, like artist Joseph Netauhau, gatherings such as this are a way to find peace through song and dance. Following years of trying to come to terms with his own experience in residential schools as a child.
There was a lot of tension and hurt and anger inside, and I work it out through drum and through art and through dance. That's the only way I can make sense of it. It's no point getting angry or drinking or taking drugs. It's just It's not for me. And I still have the sort of little reverberations of things that happened in the past, as a child. There's at this point, I'm 61 years old.
The Southwest Hoedown is a presentation of the Eastend Historical Museum and Cultural Center, celebrating the region's diverse historical and cultural roots. Well, this brings to a close another episode of Southwest TV News, reporting the stories that matter to you. We always welcome your news tips. You can always reach us here by phone at our studio or by email to contact us at southwesttvnews.com. Also, be sure to join us daily online for the latest news from across Southwest Saskatchewan and so much more at mylocaltv.ca. And be sure to follow us on a range of social media. Thanks for joining us here today. I'm Carol Andrews.